Okay, in today's video I'm going to talk about the severe food poisoning I got in Nepal, my worst travel experience ever, and how I lost over 1,000 US dollar because of that. I got lots of questions from you about the whole experience, so I will share with you everything that happened. And then in the middle of the video I have a special announcement to make, and at the end of the video I will update you about my traveling plans, what you can expect here on the channel in the next weeks, because lots of plans have changed because of the food poisoning. So I will update you, but let's start with the food poisoning story. Yeah, let me start from the beginning. So I returned to Kathmandu at the end of my trip. You saw that in the video where I took the local bus ride back to Kathmandu, and then I filmed one more video where I went to Lalitpur, and these were my final days in Nepal after being 1 month in Nepal already. So the last video I filmed in Lalitpur was a Saturday, and then on Wednesday I had a flight out of Nepal going to Pakistan. Pakistan was supposed to be my next country. I had a full month planned there. There were some friends in Pakistan that I wanted to meet. So Saturday, the final video in Nepal, and then Wednesday was the flight to Pakistan. So the days in between I just spent in my hotel. I did some editing work, went to the gym, just took a rest and prepared for the trip to Pakistan. And then on Monday evening, 2 days before the flight to Pakistan, I had dinner in the restaurant of my hotel. I ate in the hotel for a reason. Usually like 2 days before I go on long trips, I'm very careful with what I'm eating. So I avoid local street food, I avoid spicy food, just to be sure that my stomach will be all right for a long journey. And that was the reason why I went to my hotel's restaurant, and it was a decent hotel. You even saw the hotel in the video when I arrived in Kathmandu from the bus ride. I think it was like 45, 50 US dollar per night, and they had a really nice restaurant on the rooftop. Really nice, everything looked decent. And I ordered a chicken sandwich and chicken nuggets. And yeah, I regret ordering this now. And then yeah, I ate it, everything was fine. I went back to my room, I went to bed, and a few hours later I woke up again, and there was a war going on in my stomach. I could immediately feel there's something really bad going on in my stomach, and I had to go to the bathroom. And yeah, I don't want to go into some details here now, but the food came out, I was even throwing up. And that was something new for me. I get a bad stomach quite regularly when I'm in new countries where I'm not used to the food, not used to the local cuisine. So I'm actually used to that. It also happened in Nepal before that, yeah, I got a bad stomach sometimes, and then you have to spend a few hours in the bathroom, and then maybe I lost half a day or maybe 1 day maximum. So this happens not only in Nepal, also in other countries. This happened before. Like I said, when I'm new in a country, this sometimes happens, but it was never really severe, never really that bad. But yeah, the night in Nepal, I immediately knew something is worse than before, because I've never threw up before because of food. So I spent half of that night in the bathroom. I felt horrible, I had stomach pain, and then I woke up the next morning and I felt so bad. My body was dehydrated, of course, because of losing all the water, and I just felt super weak, horrible, dizzy. I had to use the bathroom again and again, and the bad thing was I couldn't even drink. Like, I drank water and it immediately came out 5 minutes later. That made it even worse. All the dehydration of the body, and I couldn't even drink water to hydrate my body. So that was Tuesday morning. I felt absolutely horrible. And then I called the reception of my hotel. I told them, hey, I think I have food poisoning. Can you maybe get me some medicine from the pharmacy, whatever? And they organized some medicine for me, some small pills. I'm actually not sure what it was, but they told me it's good for food poisoning. So I took it and nothing really changed. I spent all day basically in the bathroom, changing only between my bed and the bathroom, felt horrible. Then Tuesday evening, I knew like, okay, I have a flight to Pakistan tomorrow, but no way I can make the flight. I knew that I'm going to be too weak tomorrow morning and it's not going to be over tomorrow morning. So I knew, okay, the Pakistan trip, yeah, especially at least I can't travel tomorrow, maybe in a few days, but at least not tomorrow. And yeah, the flight was non-refundable, but yeah, we'll talk about all the money later. First, let me continue the story. So then Wednesday came. The whole day I felt horrible. I couldn't even drink. Everything came out right away. And also the thing was, the Wednesday was the last day of my visa. So from this point, I was overstaying in Nepal. Then on Thursday, so the third day, I was able to drink again at least and keep the drinking in me. I tried to eat. I remember I ordered a banana. That was the first food I ate after 2 days. And I ate the banana. It came out 5 minutes later, literally. So water was able to stay inside me, but no food yet. Then on Friday, I was feeling a little bit better. And I ordered a banana again. I was able to keep the banana inside me. And then I ordered a potato as well, just a boiled potato. And I was also able to keep that inside me. But still, I was spending all day in bed. I felt weak. My body was still weak. I had stomach pain. Every time I went to the bathroom, I felt dizzy. But then on Friday evening, I made the decision, okay, I need to leave Nepal. I'm overstaying my visa already. I did some research on Google. How much is it to overstay? What is the fee? And Google told me it's only $5 a day, no problem. So I was like, okay, that doesn't sound too bad, right? But it was way more than that in the end. More about that later. Still, on Friday evening, I made the decision, okay, I need to leave tomorrow. Where do I go to? I don't want to go to Pakistan, which is another new country for me. And actually, my friends who were in Pakistan, they also had stomach problems there. And they told me, Ken, when you are coming here, be prepared that your stomach will not be well here. So I was like, okay, I'm not keen to go to Pakistan now. So I was like, okay, where do I feel like home? Where do I know I have no problems with the local food? Bangkok, Thailand. So I decided to come to Bangkok, where I am now still, because this is like my home in Asia. I never have problems with the stomach in Bangkok, in Thailand. So all good. So I booked a flight for the next day to Thailand. Then Saturday morning I was still feeling weak and I had to go to the airport and it was really a struggle. Having a traveling day while feeling that weak, the whole body was still weak. It wasn't a really convenient traveling day. I remember I arrived at the airport and then there was a line for the security check, and after that check I just had to sit down for like half an hour just to rest. Luckily I arrived quite early at the airport, I think like three and a half hours before my flight. So there was enough time for me to just take rests in between all the steps at the airport. So I checked in and then I went to the immigration. And I immediately told them I overstayed for 3 days. What's going to be the fee of that? And then they took me aside. I had to wait there. They told me you have to wait here now. So I waited. I think it was half an hour waiting time while feeling horrible, of course. And then in the end, so what happens when you overstay in Nepal, you actually have to buy a new visa. So I had to buy a new full 1 month visa for $55. So that was the overstay fee of 3 days. But I think it will be the same if you overstay 5, 6 or 7 days. I'm actually not sure if you overstay for a longer period of time, if they also have a fine for that. Anyway, I had to pay $55 and then I took the flight. There was one situation on the flight, so they served food on the flight. It was just a small snack, but I remember it was like a mini pizza and they served me the pizza and I haven't had proper food now for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so 5 days without proper food. All I had was 2 bananas and a potato. So I was really hungry and I was looking at this pizza in front of me and I was like, oh, I'm so hungry. But I don't want to take the risk to eat this now because the pizza was oily and greasy. So definitely not the best food when you're having a bad stomach. So I think I took like 3 or 4 bites, small bites of it, just because it looked so good and I was starving. But everything was alright. So I arrived in Bangkok quite late. I think it was like 11 p.m. already. Took a taxi to my hotel and then I was like, okay, I'm feeling okay. Let's go to 7-Eleven, buy some food. I was really, really hungry and just see how my stomach react. So I went to 7-Eleven, I bought some food there. I think it was some sandwiches and some noodles. I ate it back in my hotel. This was already after midnight now. And my stomach was, I was feeling okay, but not too good. But then I decided, okay, the next morning, so that was Sunday, I want to try some proper food again today. So I actually ordered it from a German restaurant, German potato soup, because I thought, okay, my stomach needs some food now that is known to me. So I ordered German potato soup and actually it was okay. My stomach was okay. I didn't have to use the bathroom too many times. And then in the evening, I went back to 7-Eleven. I bought some noodles there. I ate the noodles and they came out right away again. So my stomach was not fully recovered yet. And then basically this went on for a few more days. I was slowly trying to eat more and more food. So I was slowly getting better. I think in total it was like 10 to 12 days until I was really feeling good again and really being able to eat proper food again. So the whole experience of getting a bad stomach, 10 to 12 days, feeling absolutely horrible in the first days, that was the worst experience for me while traveling. Yeah, the first time this ever happened to me. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised that it took 3.5 years traveling all around Asia, eating street food everywhere, until I got a severe food poisoning. And then the funny thing is it happened from a chicken sandwich or chicken nuggets in my hotel's restaurant. Funny thing, right? Not even local street food or something like that. And yeah, I think based on the symptoms, I was Googling the symptoms, I think it was salmonella from the chicken. Probably the chicken wasn't properly cooked. I think that's what it was in the end. And yeah, never had it so severe before. Like I said, I had small issues here and there. That's quite normal for me in new countries, but never that bad for 10 to 12 days. So that was the full story of my food poisoning. And yeah, how much money did I lose? Over 1,100 US dollar. Let me tell you, I have it written down here so I don't forget anything. First of all, the flight to Pakistan was already booked. 450 US dollar, non-refundable, so I didn't got back any money. I had to pay the new flight to Bangkok, $450 as well. So that's 900 in total. Then the visa for Pakistan was 150 US dollar. So in Pakistan it works like this. You need the visa and you need to pay an agency to give you a letter of invitation, and also this agency charges money. So in total the visa plus the agency was 150 US dollar, and yeah, I ended up not using the visa, and now the visa is expired already anyway, so I can't use the visa. And then the $55 overstay fee. So in total 1,105 US dollar gone just because I ordered this chicken sandwich in my hotel. Now, the good news, let's talk about something positive. First of all, I have an announcement to make. I decided to start a second YouTube channel. And if you are interested to check out my second YouTube channel, I would be very happy if you click the link. I will link it in the description or in the pinned comment. Help me to reach my first 1,000 subscribers on the new channel. And let me tell you what's the goal, the purpose of the second channel. You maybe noticed that the videos here on this channel have become quite long. I like to have long journeys in the videos. So most of my videos recently are like 30-40 minutes long, and that's actually what I like. I like to share like long journeys. It makes me feel more like I can take you along on a journey with me. I don't really like to do just like 10 minutes videos. I feel like if I do like 10-minute videos, then I can't really bring you along with me on the whole experience. That's why I like to focus on longer videos. But I also thought there's an audience for shorter videos as well. Many people actually also told me, Ken, your videos are too long for me to watch. So I made the decision I will start a second channel, and the second channel will have shorter videos, between 3 and 8 minutes, I would say. And also, if you haven't watched all my Nepal videos, what I'm doing now, I will break down the long videos into smaller pieces and upload them on the second channel. So if you haven't seen all my Nepal videos, the full length, then maybe you can check out the second channel, and there will be smaller bites of my experiences, my journeys in Nepal. And I will also make some videos specifically for the second channel. It will be smaller videos. If sometimes I have like small ideas, but I can't make a full long video out of these ideas. This will be on the second channel. And maybe also some deleted scenes. Sometimes I have videos that don't end up being part of a video, but they are filmed already. So now I just have a place where I can put these things, a second channel. Maybe also making more personal videos. If you have some questions, I can make a simple sit down and talk video like I'm doing now on the second channel. Then if you want to help me to get my first 1,000 subscribers on the new channel, I would be happy if you check it out. And yeah, now let's talk about the upcoming travel plan. So I already told you the actual plan was to go to Pakistan, and actually after Pakistan I was looking into going back to Sri Lanka, because I thought it's basically on the way back to Southeast Asia, in between Southeast Asia and Pakistan, Sri Lanka. So that was my goal. 1 month in Pakistan, 1 month in Sri Lanka. So obviously this is cancelled now. I am now in Bangkok, in Thailand, and all of this happened a few weeks ago already, and by now I'm fully recovered. I really needed a few weeks to recover after this, and now I'm feeling very healthy again. I went to the gym almost every day. I'm feeling very healthy, very fit now. I had proper food here the past weeks. I'm very healthy now and keen for new adventures. So in a few days I will be starting a new trip, and the new trip will be going from Bangkok all the way to Jakarta without taking a flight. That's the goal of the series. I think it will take probably 6 to 8 weeks. I will make a stop in Malaysia in between, then in Singapore, and then going to Indonesia. So Singapore and Indonesia will be totally new for this channel. In Malaysia, I will make a short stop, maybe 2-3 weeks. I have some ideas in Malaysia. I want to do something that I've never done before in Malaysia, although I have been to Malaysia last year and the year before a lot actually. So a small stop in Malaysia, Singapore, Jakarta, and then Indonesia. That is the goal for the next series, for the next weeks here on the channel. I'm going to start that journey in a few days with a very long train ride from Bangkok to Kuala Lumpur. And that's the update. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay positive, and then see you on the next episode. Ciao, guys.